Right. Hello, everyone. Give me just a second to confirm that we are live or where we're supposed to be, and that my chat is working. Okay, once again, Twitch chat is working. YouTube chat is dead. Okay, it's going to be that kind of day today. All right. Or maybe it just hasn't come through yet. Let me see if my other chat program is working. I kind of threw this together. I had a lot of problems with my OBS. So hopefully this does work. I threw this together on Streamlabs. I kind of like it. I might keep it. I need to check one more time if my chat is working on. And I don't even know if anybody can hear me. Hopefully that's a thing, right? I guess I could check that too. Well, here. Okay, I can hear myself. YouTube chat isn't working for some reason. So I guess we're going to do the same thing we did before and pop it out. And we'll go from there. I'm not sure why YouTube chat never seems to work. And I thought it was just StreamerBot, but apparently it's every program. Okay, Twitch chat up. I have YouTube chat up. I guess we'll just jump into it. Let's see. What's up, Longhorn? Yeah, I'm not sure why none of the programs ever seem to be able to pick up YouTube chat. Not StreamerBot, not what do you call it? Streamlabs. I don't know. Weird, right? Like I said, I had problems with OBS the other day, and so I just threw this together really fast. Okay, where's my controller? So in the next coming days, we'll be back to OBS hopefully, and back to some better stuff. But for today, we're gonna rock this till the wheels fall off, right? I don't even know who it is that's online, but I did see that there was one person online, so I like to warn people so they don't. It is Cali Cat. Okay, nice. Yeah, it could be Windows Update. I don't know. Who knows? Oh, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I don't want to be doing this anymore. Okay, so let's put that there. Let's actually get back to building the thing we were building. This is just some other nonsense I'm doing. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care about this. I should have been more prepared, I guess. Oh, Longhorn Gamer in both the Discord and Twitch. Nice. I don't know if my volumes are right or wrong or. Um, yeah, I'm having a problem with YouTube chat showing. Well, one, I was having some kind of drivers issues with OBS. It just wouldn't go live. It just wouldn't. And so, like, I just ended up. I think it's one of the plugins. I just don't know which one. So I just deleted everything. I like exported my settings and just deleted everything, and I'm going to start over. I do kind of like this overlay and transition and stuff. I mean, it totally fits what I'm doing here. So I'm probably going to keep that. What's up, Judd? What's up, Callie? Yeah, I do like the overlay, and I might just export that and keep it on OBS whenever I get that fixed. But one of my plugins was having a fit, and it just wouldn't go live, so I just had to just start over. Yeah, I mean, YouTube chat is working, right? So like if I go to the website and look at my channel and open the chat, so to pop the chat out, but Streamlabs has a like a thing where chat's built into the streaming software. And so I should be able to see both Twitch and YouTube there. And they also have another program called, what is it called? Oh, StreamerBot. And it does the same thing. And YouTube hasn't been showing up there lately. So I don't know if YouTube has changed something in their API where they're not allowing third parties to access it, or if it's just those two programs in particular. I don't know. What I need is a crafting table. Where is Judd when you need a crafting table? Okay, like in the worst kind of way, I need a crafting table. Okay, let's go grab some wood, I guess. Yeah, Kelly, I just like to warn people when I join. Like if I'm streaming, I don't want anyone to say anything because like it's one thing to just be chatting amongst ourselves, right? I mean, like you know, you might reveal something about a build or something you're doing or whatever. Obviously you're not an awful person, so you wouldn't say anything awful. But I just like to warn people ahead of time. Hey, there might be other people other than me watching. I mean, mine was working earlier, and I was doing it through Stream Elements. I did see that you posted that on Discord, and I might look into that using Stream Elements. I don't know. I just know that I don't really I like this overlay that I got from what do you call it? Like I like the transitions and stuff that are in it, right? Like that. So I'm probably going to steal that from Streamlabs, and then because I don't like the way it plays with like Streamer Deck, right? Because like I have all my buttons set up. There's no way for me to like use a Stream Deck button to like move the volume up and down, which I don't really care for. But you can on OBS. That's fine. I have a pretty nice PC, and I actually have two PCs, which I could theoretically, if I go back to OBS, I could use like a dual PC setup. Which I think that'd be kind of cool. I have wood somewhere. There we go. That'll make your crafting table. I might look into Stream Elements. I don't know that I'm super happy. I have been multi-streaming through OBS using the Streamlabs plugin, which allows you to go on multiple platforms, but it only allows horizontal streaming, right? So you can't do vertical. And I think what I was looking at earlier, you can with the Stream Elements plugin for OBS. That might not be right. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Like, I don't know. Here's the thing nobody ever talks about. Streaming is hard. All of the software, all of it has problems. Just every different kind of software has a different kind of problem. But like I said, I tried to stream. What day is today? Today is Monday, so I tried to stream Saturday, and I just couldn't figure out those errors, and then I just ended up deleting OBS just because I updated every driver, I did my BIOS, I did all the things, right? Which is always a huge pain. And then it was still giving me problems, and then I couldn't figure out which plugin it was, and I was like, just all of it, just gone. And so that's what I did. All the pieces work great on their own, but yeah, that's the problem, right? So like once you start, like OBS works great until you start messing with it. But like OBS on its own is terrible. Like OBS is like having an Android phone, right? So like, oh yeah, look, it does all these cool things. You just download this, it does that, and like you can modify it this way, but then you have to mess with it all the time. And that's not what I want. What I want is to press go and it just worked. And like I don't know how to get to that. If somebody knows how to get to that, then I would love them forever. I would follow them around everywhere. I would probably write songs about how amazing and great they are. Man, I don't even remember how we built this last time. Did we bring a pickaxe? We did. Oh, we'll just go out of here. It's fine. Okay, that should be good enough. What do we got here? We don't need any of that stuff. That's my regular gear. Okay. Let's take that one and we'll empty most of this one. I didn't do any testing or do any work between here and there on this, so we are exactly where we were at. We love when technology never works together. Yeah, it's like they're all just trying to steal your data, and you're the product, right? So all these things that are free, like you're the product. So like they're just using your data. So like, why can't they just share my data? Just everyone get along. So I didn't do anything. I mean, in theory, I should have brought one of the low things over here so I had something to stand on. I didn't do any of that. What I think I should do is so that these guys don't build up is I should remove these blocks, right? That would be the smart thing to do. We don't want to cause lag while we're building. I guess that's what I'm getting at. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let me move my YouTube chat up just a hair because I think I might be missing. Okay, I'm not missing anybody at the bottom. Okay, excellent. I sincerely hope did I build up too many? I look like I'm higher up, right? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's just hope this is correct, right? God, I need you to die, man. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we need one of those shulker shells. Yeah, we don't have one of those. How are we gonna know where the chunks are, right? Yeah, so we need to go find a shulker shell. I don't know if we're gonna find one of those, but I think we lost ours last time because we died in the fire. Yeah. Maybe there will be one in my ender chest. It does sound like something I would have in there. Let's see. It wouldn't be in there. It wouldn't be in there. It might be in this one. Oh, I knew it. Ooh. Wait. Isn't there something you can like? If you wear Frostwalker boots or something, you can walk across. Oh, that's what do you call it? That's something else different. That's magma blocks. Sorry. Yeah, I got excited there for a second because I thought that I was gonna be able to like not get burned up in the fire. So yeah, I've never used Stream Elements, but I will look into it in the next coming days, and I don't know. Callie pointed out that they have a new plugin, and I haven't tried that. So I did try the Altium. I really enjoy streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. I think it's really the way to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I could have counted, I guess, all the way to the back of the chunk. Oh, big shout out to Dara for bringing me all that flint that was in the chest earlier. Apparently, she's been collecting flint over at the over at the digging site. So that will be a huge help. Because playing here in the end dimension has been great, but the problem is that there's no resources to collect. Right? There's no gravel, there's no stone, there's no none of that. So like if you want something, you have to go get it in the overworld and bring it back. It would be pretty cool if they did an end update where there were things like asteroids and things like that, so you could get ores and you could get stone and various things like that, so you could go mine those asteroids. We'll see. We'll see what Mojang is up to. I think they've already kind of locked in their drop or whatever for the next one, but we'll see what 2025 holds. Yeah, they I don't know. I kind of, on one hand, I would really like an end update because so much of it is just wasted. Because you go here, most people don't base in the end like I do. They just come here, they get an elytra, and then they leave, and they never come back. And honestly, that's fair because there's really nothing for them to get here. You get chokers, you get elytra, you leave. And I also don't think that the dragon should just be right there at 0, right? I feel like the dragon should be a little ways off in the end. Oh, all these guys. Come on. You're going to kill the server, man. Maybe I should go take that water down, right? I feel like we're about to be overrun with Endermen. I'm concerned. I have concerns that we might be doing something terrible here. So I think I'm going to go get rid of the water. Oh, I think I punched the Enderman. Man, this is not going to go well for us. Yeah, I think we really, really need to go take care of that water before we end up in trouble. I mean, would it really be a BrokeRock season if I wasn't threatening the server? Right? So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, nothing is fine. None of this is okay. Yeah, if we don't make it up there and get rid of that water, we're gonna drown in Enderman. Poor Callie's on here playing with me. She don't deserve any of that. I try to keep my shenanigans to like hours where I know that no one's on. Right? So like if I know I'm gonna do something really laggy, I try to do it in the middle of the night when I know everyone's asleep. Yeah, I try my best to be a good server mate. Sometimes I'm not very good at it. But yeah, if we don't address where these Endermen are coming from, it's gonna be a whole problem. Okay, thankfully. Let's make sure we continue to eat. Yeah, I hadn't taken that into account. I just thought, oh man, let's just go do shenanigans, right? I'm not going to place it where the water is. I think I'm just going to block it like that. Right? Because that makes the most sense, because that way I don't have to place water again. Essentially, what I want is the Enderman to not teleport. And so, like, if they don't ever initially teleport, then we should be fine. We can just come back and break this and pick it up. And once we have the other three sides done. Yeah. I think that's the move right here, right? See, all the Endermen are just hanging out, chilling. Okay. None of our scaffolding is on fire. We can go up and down as we please. We aren't going to be lagging the server. Yeah, this is, see, when I have stupid ideas and I tell people I have stupid ideas and I need blah blah blah, right? They shouldn't bring it to me. They should know better. They should be like, they should ask questions. But no, everyone on my server is like, oh, you need another rack? Cool. We're not even going to ask what for. We're just going to bring it to you because surely nothing bad's going to happen. We got a bunch of enablers. They enable my bad behavior. Where am I going? I think we're good, right? Let's just go build. Yeah, they really should stop enabling me so much. Or I do something dangerous. But yeah, that right there should tell you how well this I'm hoping is going to work. Is that we can't even really build on it before it starts getting out of hand. I mean, we're going to have a few here and there, but nothing like we were having, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, they're bad people. I agree, Longhorn. We're both saying the same thing. They should know better by now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, I just need to go 6. Okay. We almost killed ourselves right there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That should bring us right here. Okay, that's where we want to be. Then do 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm actually going to do it on this end right here. Because I think it's 6 on the other side of that. If I remember correctly. Chances are I don't remember correctly because it's been a few days. But let's pretend it, right? Most of my builds, especially my farms, end up asymmetric anyways. I find it weird when people can build over many days and build it really symmetrically. It's like they did it in creative first and then they did it. But I rarely do that. I usually just start with a bad idea and then just go ham with materials. Planning takes up valuable sleeping time. What's up, tobacco? I hope I said that correctly. I'm always wonder about things like that. Yeah, see that's a relatively normal amount of Enderman. What we didn't want was it to get to be 30, 40, 50, 60, get to the 200 mark before we're ready for them. Yeah, normal amounts of Enderman, perfectly fine. Eventually, this world will be available for download for anybody that's not a BrokeRock member, so you will get a chance to see this in person. The link to the Discord should be down in the description, maybe. Let's hope I did that right. It's a BrokeRock SMP. I would have a little logo that I could show but like I said, I threw this Streamlabs set up together really fast, and so none of that is available. Yeah, you do, Callie. You enable all kinds of people. You should have stopped Sent whenever he said, "Hey, Callie, you're going to dig this giant hole." 100%. You're an enabler too. You're like, yeah, Sent, that sounds like a good idea. I'm partially doing this so that we can finish that hole, actually. So that I have a reliable place to make XP so that I can craft pickaxes. Yeah, 100%. This whole entire server is full of enablers. No one ever goes, "That's a bad idea. Maybe don't do that." No one ever says that. That has never been said by anybody. Listen, netherrack is only good for one thing, and it's setting on fire. So Judd and Kai and Jackson, everybody that enables all that, Dara with all their flint, they know that I'm setting a 10,000 fires over here. They're all enablers, every one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I don't know how many we did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think I'm going to come back over there and dig sometime this week. And I think I just want to just like pick a chunk and just dig the whole chunk out instead of trying to take it down layer by layer, the whole thing, you know? Because I'll feel like I got more done. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, I think I would like to come help that dig along. I just need a way to make pickaxes that I don't care about. That I can, and I'm not going to pick up stuff. I'm just gonna grind through the sun. So like when a pickaxe breaks, I'm just gonna leave it, or maybe I'll bring it back and repair it. But I just need a hose shulker full, just a hot bar of pickaxes. I know Sin said he wanted all that stuff picked up, but there's no way he's going to use it. There's 0% chance. So I'm going to just come mine and just leave everything on the ground. Maybe I'll pick up the ores. When I'm going to put a certain number of blocks instead of counting, then I just get the number in hand and I just place them. That's not a bad tip. That's really not a bad tip at all. Maybe I should do that. I should just put the number in my hand and place that number. But I play with the controller, so sometimes it's a little harder to separate stacks. Even though I'm playing on PC, I do use a controller. I mean, I could count quietly to myself if it bothers people. I don't have to count out loud or take my shoes off or any of that kind of stuff. Oh, I didn't even really say what we were doing. Okay, for anybody that wasn't here for part one of this monstrosity. So Endermen spawn up there, right? So let me get down here where I can see really well. So the killing chamber is right there, right? So I'm here. That would put that platform in a separate density chunk than I am in, right? So because we're on Sim 6, that all works out. And so they spawn, the water makes them teleport to here, the fire makes them keep teleporting, and they all end up here. Well, I'm going to do that 4 times so that I have massive amounts of Endermen teleporting to me into a kill chamber so that I can kill them quickly for XP. And we did a little bit of testing and found out that you can't kill them with Trident killers because they teleport away from projectiles. I mean, we tested it with arrows anyways, but yeah, that 100% makes sense that Endermen teleport away from projectiles. So it's gonna have to be a manual kill. Hopefully, I can kill them fast enough. If I can't, we're gonna put a teleport spot above so that they can fall down, right? And take fall damage along with their fire damage. I don't know how well that will work. We'll probably have to fine tune that a little bit. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have put on some like fireproof armor. That would have been the smart move. Maybe we'll do that when we start setting the fires later. Like I said, sometimes my ideas get ahead of my planning, so I didn't really plan. I didn't create armor to not burn up. I died a couple of times, 2, 3 in the first part of this. If you didn't see the first part of this build, I don't know, the video's about 3, 4 hours. It should be available here on Twitch and on YouTube probably. I gave a tour of all my base stuff. There might be a video about that later. We'll see, like just a much shorter video, like a quick tour. I really hate making videos. I really just like to stream. So if you're interested in that, there's always that to watch. Okay, how many platforms is that? One more? So this one should be exactly 48 blocks wide. It should line up exactly with the chunk edges if we did everything correctly. Which it is looking like that is what we did. because each platform is essentially 12 blocks, 6 on each side, wider than the one previous. Because I kind of wanted to build a funnel, to like funnel them down. Because like if you did it 3 wide all the way down, right? At the bottom, they wouldn't be able to teleport over to the killing chamber because they would have to teleport too far horizontally to get to the kill chamber. If I remember correctly, it's like 16 blocks or something like that they can teleport. That might not be correct. Don't quote me on that one. Like I said, I did very, very little research or testing. This was just a really, really old idea that I dusted off that, like, at the time was really, really impressive. But when they went to the R44 for Sim Distance 4, it kind of killed it. But it's still available in Sim 6. So 1, 2, 3. It's my first time here. Nice. Welcome. I appreciate you stopping by. I'm a bit noob on BrokeRock mechanics. What is spawn density? Spawn density is, have you ever heard of anybody say a spawn cap, right? So density checks are done in 4 chunk increments. They're square. So if a mob, let's say a mob wants to spawn here, right? Each mob has a different density cap. Like creepers, for instance, have a density check of 5 for surface and I think it's 16 per cave. But we're talking about Enderman, so I think it's like 12 or 16 or something. So if a Enderman tries to spawn right here, it's going to check within 4 chunks of this spot to determine if there are too many Endermen already. And if there are too many Endermen, then the spawn fails. But if there is still room in the density cap, then the in all the other like requirements, like light levels and block type and things like that are passed, then the spawn will happen. So what I'm doing is I'm spawning Enderman up here and way over there and way over there, so that they are all in separate density checks, right? So like I will get 16 on each, in each direction, and then they will all teleport into me. Otherwise, if I just set up a Enderman farm that went straight up above me, I would only get the 16 or 12 or whatever it is. I forget what the exact number is, but so like I'm going to get 4 times the normal amount of spawns. I hope I did a good job of explaining that. It's not, it is loosely based on the player position, but it's more about where the spawn is going to happen at. So as long as I keep all of those spawns away from where they end up teleporting to, I will continuously get new spawns. Because as fast as they teleport down here, a new one will spawn. Because these guys are out of the density check. So I'm not cheating the system, but I'm using the system against itself. What's up, Daryl? I could do that, Longhorn, but that would require me to make potions, and we have well established documentation and history that I'm not going to do that. I'm way too. I don't even have that many blaze rods. The fireproof one, because you're gonna set this on fire. Get you. I'm a little slow tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna set this on fire, just like those over there. That is the proof of concept. We actually had to go turn it off because Endermen were getting out of hand while we were building. You can see in the distance there our scaffolding where we had to go trap the water so the Endermen quit teleporting. Yeah, we had to go turn it off so that we could actually build the rest of it. What's that walking stick? Yeah, this is a bad idea wrapped in a puzzle here. Yeah, I understand. So if you need at least 4 chunk radius, it will not work on Simport. Sad news for me. I play on Realms. Yeah, this is not. This used to work on Realms. This used to work on Simport, but because of the way that they changed the despawn, like I said, this is an idea from many, many, many years ago. It was shown to me by a guy named Zenobchip. I think it might be originally by a guy named JX67, but don't quote me on that, so I don't really know. But the guy that showed it to me was Zenobchip, so that's who I'm going to credit. But I need a quick and reliable source of XP here in the end. And I've used furnace XPs and I've used like trading and stuff like that to get XP, but it's not reliable enough. It's not fast enough. And it isn't like I can just build a mob farm or something. Like this is the only type of mob farm really you can build in the end because other mobs just don't spawn here. So when you get lemons, you make lemonade, right? And anyone wondering what this pack is called? It's a guy named Mad Hatter. It's his technical resource pack. It shows slime chunks. It shows chunk borders. It shows sim distances. It shows you can do a lot of things with it, right? A lot of things that I don't fully know the full extent of it. I just really like the chunk borders. If you use an armor stand, you can do all kinds of things. You can mark sim distances. You can mark spawning spears. You can mark. You can do a lot of tricky stuff if you combine it with an armor stand, or if you just hold the certain things in your offhand. You can search him up on YouTube if you don't know who he is. If you want to find out more about him. I'm not gonna build the spawn platform yet. I'm gonna go build the other nether rack thing so that I don't have to switch gears, right? So I don't have to switch the stuff I'm building with. Because I think that'll be faster, right? If I just keep on keeping on, we can knock this thing out tonight. I've been thinking about doing like streams other than like builds and stuff, but just like grind streams where I just go dig or I just go place blocks and talk about random stuff. I don't know how much people would be interested in that. Because some of the stuff I do is really boring, right? So like I'm building this purple wall over here. It's actually magenta, but and so like it's just back and forth, and like I watch TV while I do it because I know it's boring. But like I don't know how much people would want to watch me do that kind of stuff. Like would people want to watch me dig a hole? I don't know. There's a lot of Minecraft that I play that I don't. I know sometimes people are just like, "How do you get all that stuff?" Okay, well I grind for like 6 hours, and it has the directions built into the walls of the chunk borders. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it tells like that's south and that's west and that's north and that's east. Yeah, it's one of the better ones. Like, I mean, there's lots of different chunk border packs, but I like this one the best. It's just the one I like. You can use whatever you like. And it's not the only chunk border pack in the world. I just think it's the best one. But that's completely subjective. Okay, let's go grab a shulker of netherrack and some more scaffolding while we're down here, right? Because that makes a lot of sense. Toy Cat has made most of his brand on extra long streams of just random mindless stuff and random chats. Said that the gold zombie pig farm don't work on the end. Well, that's because you can't light another portal. You can't light another portal in the end. Yeah, that would be the ideal situation, right? It's just to build a gold farm because that's even if you just burn the gold, the amount of XP is crazy for those. I mean, I'm against them nerfing farms, but if they're ever going to nerf a farm, that's the one they should nerf because that is ridiculous. Let's see. Okay, that's probably enough, right? Once again, I know I don't think Darren was here when I said thank you earlier for all that Flint. So I appreciate that. That's really going to help. Let's ditch that empty shulker right there. We'll take that one with us. More people have killed more realms and more servers with the portal ticking worms than any other farm. They watch these videos, right? And they go, "Oh, that farm is so fast." But the problem is that whoever made the video didn't explain the dangers of it. Like in your single player world, you go nuts, do whatever you want, just go ham, right? The problem is that like people go ham in servers with those things, and so like on realms and servers, you have a thing called what's known as pending ticks, and you have in single player worlds, but they matter so much less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. I think I went one too many that direction. Let's pretend that's right. Diamonds are everywhere. Like they have made the value of diamonds nothing. Like I'm concerned for man, we are. I didn't realize these corners were like, well, whatever, it doesn't matter. So like, what do servers use that have? Let's say they have an economy, right? So let's say you're on a server and you have an economy server. What do you use for to trade with, right? Because it used to be diamonds, because they were no one would use emeralds because emeralds are too easy to get, but diamonds are just everywhere now. You can just dig them up easy. Oh, we went too far. So yeah, it's I don't know what the currency should be for an economy server, because diamonds are just super easy to get now. Yeah, I don't watch enough like of those type of videos to know what people are using now. I don't even know. The problem is that people have gotten too good at farming everything, including diamonds. The only thing that's really actually rare is probably netherite. One portal is plenty for most people. Yeah, one portal is plenty for most people, but the problem is that nobody wants to go. Oh, well, I'm gonna build just the minimum, right? Just exactly what I need, and I'm as guilty as anybody. So I'm as guilty as anybody of going. Oh, sure, I could just build two iron farms, or I could just build one Enderman farm, or whatever. Here I am right now building this monstrosity. But yeah, nobody wants the minimum. The only place where people will do the minimum is like witch farms, because they're just so easy to build. All right. Let's see. One, two, three, five, six. That's seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what the solution is. You think they went too far the other way from when CNC first came out, and they stretched the same amount of diamonds over an additional 64 blocks? I don't know. Yeah, I don't. I feel like diamonds used to be too rare, right? Especially if you spread them out over such a large area, right? I feel like they might have overdid it, or maybe we need a new type of currency. Like I know at one point in time there was such a thing as rubies. Maybe that needs to be introduced. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is. But let's say I have a material, right? Let's say I have a bunch of stacks of iron, right? Well, what am I? And somebody's like, "Oh, hey, I want to buy those." What is a fair trade of my time versus their time, right? So like that's all a currency is, right? I convert my time into this currency, and then you convert your time into this currency, and we exchange a fair amount of currency for those items. That's the way it works in the real world too. So like as far as like Minecraft currency, I don't know what the solution is, because there's no like a currency has to be rare but not too rare, right? It has to be worth someone's time. Because let's say it takes me 5 hours to make a simple iron farm, right? It don't take that long, but let's say it did. Well, I can just go dig up a bunch of diamonds in that amount of time. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the I don't know what people are doing for economies now. Like I said, I don't watch enough of those type of videos to know. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if there needs to be a new type of currency because emeralds was supposed to be the currency, but I have stacks and stacks of emeralds just from trading. I mean, it's just I didn't even build the raid farm. So I mean, it's emeralds are not the answer, and diamonds are not the answer. I don't know. Maybe redstone. I don't know. The problem is it needs to be something that's not really farmable, right? And which is what diamonds were, but I don't know. Like I get why they did the increase in diamonds. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like let's say I have iron and somebody wants it, right? They can go, oh well, I'll give you gold or I'll give you redstone or stone or whatever it is that I need. But what if I have a shop, right? We don't have a shop this season, but what if I did have a shop? What am I charging people? Do I charge them in diamonds? Because I think diamonds are worthless. Like, what am I going to do with diamonds? I'm not even sure what they're good for. The only time to get currency also consider usability stuff. So even it harder to get another brick. The deflate is more used, so his value is more. Even easier to get. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I don't know that there's a good solution to this question. So it's like, what do you do about it? I don't know. The answer is I don't know. I actually kind of now I'm kind of curious what people are using, right? Maybe I'll have to go watch some videos. I don't. What I do when I watch movies or TV or something, I go back and watch old Star Trek episodes. There are some that I haven't seen. Like I never got into some of the newer Star Treks, but they're actually pretty good. Yeah, if you've never watched some of the like I've been watching it in chronological order, right? You know, so like there were some that I had never seen, like Discovery. I'd never seen that series. And I thought it was actually pretty good. Got smart with the scaffolding at least. uh, Tobacco told me that to how to do that. What am I building? I am building an Enderman farm. Oh, I think I forgot to write that in the description. Yeah, our new friend Tobacco told me that. Yeah. I can if you got a minute, I can explain to you how this works. I don't mind explaining it. Oh, way overbuilt there, didn't I? Yeah, let me finish this little line right here, and I'll explain what's going on here. Okay, down there, way down there, is a kill chamber, right? Which is where I'll be standing. And up there is a spawn platform, and then obviously there will be a spawn platform up there, and a spawn platform way up here, and one over there, right? So those are 4 chunks away from my chunk that I'm standing in. And what happens is that those mobs are now in separate density checks. And so, like, there is water up there that makes the Enderman teleport. And then he teleports to fire, 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 all the way down. And he'll just go like this, instantly teleporting. Let me show you, right? I did a little bit of basic testing, and I can show you how it works. Which one of these is my Enderman on Fire world? Let's hope it's this one, right? Excellent, this is it. So Endermen spawn, right? The water makes them teleport. They teleport to the fire, and because they're on fire, they keep teleporting. Now this right here, these are just like some test blocks to see what they will and will not teleport to. So ignore all that, but yeah, you can have them teleport to various things. Like they won't teleport to leaves, they won't teleport to stairs or bottom slabs. They will teleport to top slabs, but not if they're like covered or if you put carpet on them or whatever. They won't teleport. So I thought it was just kind of an interesting test. This is where we did trident killer test. They won't teleport in there if there's tridents in there. And that's because, right? Now watch. You can't shoot them with a projectile. See, they teleport away before the projectile hits them. So we can't kill them with a trident killer. Nice, we have 7 viewers on Twitch. Anyways, thank you everyone for watching. But yeah, that's the gist of it, right? Is that they spawn in, hit the fire, all the way down as quickly as possible. Now I didn't build the whole farm, so your mileage may vary, but and like I said, this is not my idea. This is a really old idea. What's up, Son of a Chef? Yeah, this is the guy that showed this to me a long time ago, because he and I are both really old. And yeah, so yeah, that's the man, the myth, legend right there, Son of a Chef. What's up, man? How you doing? I haven't talked to you in a while. Former BrokeRock member. Yeah, it really is a good idea. It's not my original idea, so I'm not going to claim that it was, but Zendub Chef showed it to me. I dusted it off because I needed an XP farm here in the end. It no longer works on Sim 4 because of the despawn radius, but I am on Sim 6 here on BrokeRock, so it does work here. I would show it to you, but like here on the server, but I had to deactivate. I had to take the water out so that I didn't drown an Enderman and crash the server because I'm not down there to kill them. the but yeah, that is the guy right there that just popped in the chat. Zendip Show. He's the guy that showed this to me many years ago, and it's kind of fallen out of favor, like I said, because of the despawn radius of Sim 4. So a lot of people only build farms for Sim 4, which is fine. But I'm not constrained by such things. So I just need a way to grind XP really quickly here in the end and make gear and repair stuff. Yeah, we have one, and I don't remember which direction it is. Let's see. Let me get my bearings. You can almost see it from here if the render distance was a little higher. But yeah, we do have one. It's just not that very it's not very fast. Also, it's 1,000 blocks away from me. From my base. My base is over there, and it's way down there. So it's like 1,000 block train ride plus, I don't know, a couple hundred blocks to walk, and I thought this would be better. Plus, this one should be well over 4 times faster. And there's nothing wrong with the other one. I think Walking Stick built it. It works fine. It's one of those that uses a, what is that thing called? Endermite to attract them, and then they fall down. It works fine. I've used it a few times. But it takes me about 20 to 25 XP to build a new pickaxe. Depending on how I outfit it, right? And it can take a hot minute to get that. Yeah, that's it. I would just like it to be a little faster. I can show y'all the Enderman farm. It's an okay farm. It's a solid design. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I can show it to you really quickly. Let me see. I might even have it loaded up somewhere. Let's see. That's my long-term world. Here we are. This is a copy of the BrokeRock server. Let's see. Personal mode. Okay, there we go. This is an older copy because, like, a lot of the stuff that I have currently built is not here. It's well, something just went down. I choked myself there for a second. Sorry about that. This is quite an old backup of the server. Yeah. I mean, it's a good farm. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not trying to say there's anything wrong with it. It's just I can do better. This is a good starter farm, right? So like it's kind of like the difference between building like a regular iron farm to start out and then building a stacked iron farm later. It's a solid design. I've looked at it. So you have to go all the way to there, right? And then you go down this tunnel. And the Endermen spawn. And there's an Endermite in that minecart right there. So like they get attracted to it, they fall off. These really should be replaced with what do you call them? What are those coral fans? We should really replace it with those. But I didn't build it, so don't let me tell people how to build their lives. It's a very solid farm. It's built by Walking Stick on the server. I've used it before. It works. how much old my server is. I think it's about a year and a half. Oh, this is season 6? So, like, if you mean total age, it's like, I don't know, 8, 9 years, maybe 10. I don't know. It's quite an old server. This season has been going on for maybe about a year and a half. Like I said, it's fine. It works. He has a nice setup for enchanting and all the things, right? It's a nice it's a nice one. Yeah, exactly right. It's very solid. It's reliable. It does all the things, right? There's nothing wrong with it. But it could be faster. Is all I'm saying. I need to make the video of this worm being able to load unloaded chunks using sheep. What? No, I don't want Java Villager mechanics at all. I don't. I don't want those. I hope they never come to Bedrock. Yeah, I think Java Villager stuff. Like, here's what I'll say. Like, most of it, I don't mind. I just don't want scare mechanics, and I know that's a big sticker for people that everybody wants scare mechanics, but it's not balanced. It doesn't. It doesn't make sense. People always want these things, right? So they see a Java farm that goes, makes 10 billion whatever, and they just go, "Oh, I want that." But in the meantime, people that play on like their mobile phone or their Switch or their, whatever, are not going to be able to have a good time. They don't. Yeah, it just you can't have farms go brr like that when you're on a mobile device. And that's ultimately the problem with Bedrock, right? It's the good and the bad of it. Is that, yeah, everyone can play together, but nobody wants to be told that you need to calm it down because you're on an older device. Okay, that's perfect. Exactly where we wanted it to be. Yeah, that's ultimately the problem with Bedrock, is that you have to accept the limitations because of lower end devices. And on Java, they just go, here are the specs, meet them or don't. We don't care. Bro, I hate when villager gets a job in bed from 70 to 80 blocks away. That means that you have stretched the village and didn't disconnect the villager from his previous village. Maybe I should make some video. I should do a villager just like brain dump and just put like everything I know about villagers in like a series of videos. I didn't count. Surely it's not that far over, right? Yeah, this is the last one. The problem is that like people don't like the villagers work really really well. The problem is that there's so much misinformation out there about how villagers work, and a lot of it is pushed by some of the biggest channels in Bedrock. And so like people have a hard time figuring out what is real, what's not real, how it works, how this works, how and so like I get it, right? People get frustrated with villagers, but they actually do work really really well. I promise you. Is that texture pack Faithful still around for Bedrock? I believe it is. You're probably not going to find any updated versions of it outside of the marketplace because the creators, I mean, you might find some like bootleg copies of it somewhere, you know, but like as far as I know, the creators of it put it on marketplace. So third party sites, they kind of quit updating it there. But yeah, as far as I know, it should still exist. We're talking about the Faithful texture pack. I do not play around with texture packs though. I have some very minor, tasteful texture packs. Things like smoother texture for wool, no pumpkin blur. I have a texture pack that allows me to see all the villager trades, even the locked ones. I have like lower shield, lower fire, that kind of thing. Just I obviously have this technical resource pack on. That shows chunk borders. I keep it low key. I keep my texture packs low key. I want it to look like vanilla, but just smooth it out a couple of places. If I'm playing in a multiplayer situation, right? I don't think I have it on currently, but a lot of times when I know I'm going to be in like a group event or something, I'll use my texture pack that hides all the armor, so that I don't see 20 guys in diamond armor. I just see their skins. I think it makes for better videos, better streams, etc., etc. I want purple potatoes. Nice. There are some interesting crop texture packs. So like ones that like show you when like wheat is done and things like that. I think those are interesting. I don't use any of those, but I would consider using those. How many hours are we into this? We are only an hour and a half, really? Wow. Okay. Oh, rip to that. I wish didn't have room for it. Well, it's fine. We got a bunch of shulkers. We actually have a shulker farm. We have an underground shulker farm, if you can believe that. And by we, I mean me. I have one. When carrots and beets are all easy to tell when they're done, potatoes are not. Yeah, I approve of those, the ones that can show you when the crops are done and ready to harvest. Because for me, I think wheat is really, really hard to tell when it's done. I think there are like 3 or 4 growing stages, and determining in between those last two is sometimes hard for me because of my various eye issues. I mean, we're cruising along. I think the reason we didn't finish this in the first part is because we took like a 2 hour tour around the world of all the things I built. We got a little distracted, right? Which never happens, right? So like if somebody brings up something off topic, I never just stop what I'm doing and go look at that. That never happens to us. We never Our ADD never acts up. But yeah, I think hopefully we should be able to finish this one this time. Yeah, all the time, right? It really is hard to tell that last stage of wheat growth. Yeah, yeah. Like I know what the difference between those two colors are. One time I was making a map art with Judd, right? And he tried to tell me that because like we were like using black wool for parts of it, and other parts of it we were just gonna leave void, right? And he was like, I can tell the difference between that. I'm like, you cannot. Shut up. And apparently he can. Apparently some people can see the very, very minute differences in colors that are just ever so close. Also, Judd can tell what part of England you're from just from your accent. Just saying, he might there might be something wrong with him. So use that information however you will. Yeah, the guy that made those textures, right? His name's Jappa, Jappa. He's the Mojang texture artist. And honestly, I don't know what he was thinking whenever he made those. Like, I get it, bro. You're a professional artist and can tell slight variances in color and all the things, right? But like, I don't think the vast majority of us can. Yeah, I don't think the vast majority of us can tell the difference. Yeah, I mean it's borderline ridiculous. I agree. I will 100% agree that the textures for the crops need adjusting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That sounds right. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking like, oh god, but like, aren't you going to be too close over there for? But it won't matter because those will be in unloaded chunks. All that over there will be in unloaded chunks because I'll be standing right there. Yeah, none of that will matter at all. I wanted to build this kind of in an area that not a lot of people went to on purpose because like if it's not being used, I want it to be unloaded. I think there's a way to do that, but I think it's just a hardcore thing. Let's see. See the days played. I know there's just a useless info most of the time, but it's nice for those who that stream to do how the world is. I couldn't even tell you how. Like the problem is that like on I think our world was before that happened, and he looked into doing it, but it was only going to be start from like zero from when it and we'd already been playing like I don't know most of a year. There was some problem with it. I don't remember what the problem was, but We were going to enable that, but there was some problem with it because the world is older. Yeah, it's just a I don't remember exactly what we discussed. I remember us discussing it, and Centernet, the owner of the server, he looked into it and got back to us, and there was some problem. I just don't remember what the problem was. Oh, it wouldn't show how long I've played. It would show how long everyone total combined has played. So, like, if I'm offline, Callie could be online making the days go forward. I mean, maybe if we ever restart the world, then we can do that. But I don't see it happening for the current world. Is where I'll leave that. Yeah, there was some problem with it. I just don't remember what I just don't remember what the problem was. We pretty regularly have meetings where we discuss things. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what it is. I mean, I could next time I get a download, I could do that, look it up, but I don't think I have any of the current downloads currently. Like I said, that one that I had was I don't know, probably from 6 months ago, probably. So it wouldn't do you any good. I mean, you could have a world that's like 5 years old and maybe it only has 10 hours in it or whatever, like 10 Minecraft days. So I mean, like it doesn't necessarily show you. I mean, and a lot of that time of those is going to be like AFK. Like maybe somebody just hang out in at their at their whatever farm all night while everybody was asleep. Yeah, I don't know. I'll find out. Since pretty good guy. I don't know what time it is. Oh, 9 o'clock Central. I mean, he might be in bed. He's old. I mean, I could find out the age of the world. It wouldn't be that hard. It might take me a day or two to do it though. Maybe the reason it was off is because like people making videos, it it would like not be continuous in their videos. So like if they played on one day, it might be day four, and then like maybe they took off a couple of days. By the time they got back, it would be day 30 or whatever. Man, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for Kelly. She's out there digging that hole all by herself. Callie, when I get this done, I will come help you dig. Probably not tonight, but maybe I'll start a new grind series. People will watch that maybe. I just got to get my OBS and stuff figured out. I'm actually using Streamlabs today because my OBS is just took a total dump the other day. And I don't know what's wrong with it, so I just deleted everything and started over. One of my plugins is having a hissy fit, and I don't know which one it is, so I'm going to start adding them back one at a time until I figure it out. But yeah, I did crank up this this Streamlabs kind of thing here, and I put it together just kind of impromptu. I just used one of their prefab things, you know. I kind of like the graphics on it though. Oh yeah, I sleep all the time when I'm over there digging. Let's see. Did anybody in Twitch say anything? I just don't know that I can even trust the. Oh, I think I see the problem here. The multi-stream chat. Yeah, authorize that. Mm-hmm. Hang on, everybody. I might have figured out how to fix my Twitch multi-stream stuff. No, I didn't. Wait. Somebody say something. Somebody, I don't care. Just put gobbledygook in the chat. Okay, that person. Oh, what's up, Biodrone from Twitch? Oh, okay. So I did figure it out. There's Tobacco 139 on YouTube. So that's me. Oh, okay. Problem of crisis averted. One of these days, we're going to be a real streamer. Probably not, though, right? Let's hope that holds up, right? Yeah, that's actually kind of nice, right? Okay, back to building. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. Did we finish? Okay, we did finish this one. Yeah, I feel like we have a very good chance of finishing this thing tonight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And how many are we at? Okay, we got one more. 7, 8. Let's see. We don't need penalties for being in the inn too long. I would change Phantoms, keep their spawn to B3 on 3 days, not save players, but change their default dimension to the end. No, 100% we do not, because you can't sleep in the end is the problem, right? That's not fair. That's not fair to people in the end dimension because you can't sleep. There's no way to get rid of insomnia in the end dimension. So yeah, I get what you're going at, but like there's no way to not have, if phantoms were able to spawn in the end dimension, there would be no way to not have phantoms.
Gobbledygook is just another word for like gibberish or like nonsense or something like that. I didn't need a specific anything specifically typed. Just random letters would have been fine. The no. There's a on my Streamlabs desktop here. There's a like in the chat settings. I didn't realize that there was a thing that said Twitch, and then one that said multi-stream for the chat. And so like I clicked the multi-chat, and now it brings up YouTube and Twitch. So apparently it's me. I'm the problem, which is 100% not surprising to me. Even though I contend that whatever is wrong with my OBS is not related to me, is one of the plugins. Because it was working fine, right? So like a stream Friday night worked fine, everything worked great. But then I get up Saturday and it's like OBS has an update, and I was like, oh cool, I got faster in it. I'll just click this and like it'll download real fast and it'll be fine. But one of those plugins, I don't know, just didn't like whatever OBS had to say. 100% is not a dangerous place. That's what I like about it. Unless you consider falling in the void all the time dangerous. Yeah, 100%. If you put a pumpkin on your head, you're good to go. I don't even wear armor most of the time. If I'm just hanging out in the end, I don't wear armor. Well, the end dimension was actually only originally designed to be the Ender Dragon fight. It was very tiny when it was originally created. It wasn't infinite like the other dimensions. And so like if they want to add mobs that are hostile other than like Enderman, that's fine, but they shouldn't add phantoms, because the thing about phantoms is you should be able to avoid phantoms by sleeping, and you can't sleep in the end. So if they want to allow you a way to sleep in the end, that would be fair. But if they didn't allow you to sleep, then they should not add phantoms to the end. If that makes sense. I should be able to reset insomnia somehow, some way, before you add phantoms. I'm not against phantoms in the end. I should just be able to sleep or do something like that. Yeah, I think I don't hate the idea. I just think it needs a little bit of polishing, to be fair. Because like if you can avoid phantoms in the overworld, I should be able to avoid phantoms in the end. The Nether, I hate the Nether. I avoid the Nether at all costs. One, I don't like the Nether fog, and I don't like the coloring of it and things like that. I, for my eyes, it just screws me up. Especially like in like skyblock situations in the Nether, because like I said, the Nether fog really just ruins my eyes. Because it just looks like a solid block of red wall, and I can't tell how far things are and things. It just like spatially just messes with my head. And I know a lot of people don't have the same eye issues I do, but I don't. I avoid the Nether if I can. Man, my nose is all stopping up. Like, this weather has been crazy. One minute it's like 50, 60 degrees, and then the next thing I know, it's like 12. Building other dark board is absolutely scary. I started getting ready for the end by playing Skyblock maps. I love Skyblock maps. I love them. I'm big. I play with a controller, so it's really easy to crouch. Because like on a keyboard, you have to hold crouch down, but on a controller, you just set it and forget it. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, it's. I have some sneaky pants somewhere, but I don't like using them unless I'm doing certain things because I'm afraid of losing them. They're in a chest somewhere. I used them to build all of that wool stuff over there. Okay, there's one more level, I think. Yeah. Let's see what I see. Yeah, I think that's a terrible idea. Is what I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lined up the checkboard. Perfect. Yeah, I would not like that at all. I live in the end here. This is my base. This is where I do all my time. If they had, like I said, if they had phantoms, right? Here's the thing: a lot of people don't know is that you can turn phantoms off. There's actually a command to turn them off. So, like, you should play however you want to play, right? There's like the idea that this is cheating or that's cheating or just whatever, right? It's kind of nonsense. Here we go. So there is a command. Let me think what it is. Let's see. Game rule. Let's see. What is it called? Oh, so there's do insomnia, right? And you can turn that to false. And then you would never get insomnia. Yeah, yeah. It makes shields pretty useless, which is why I never use a shield. It does disable achievements. I think people put too much emphasis on achievements. Soon I will live in the pit of despair. But you can always turn achievements back on. There's also a command called mob event. And you can turn off the Ender Dragon. You can turn off Pillager Patrols. You can turn off Wandering Trader. Like there's a lot of you get a lot of. I thought there used to be one about the Phantom. Maybe they removed it when they added the Do Insomnia. So yeah, you can play how you want to play. If Phantoms just bother you so much, then you can do that. If I had a way to show my desktop, live scene. Let's see. Let's add a. Let me show y'all something. Apparently, it's not going to allow me to. Okay, well, I can't add things. That's interesting. So I can't make any changes to my stream setup while I'm streaming at all. Well, that's interesting, right? I was going to show you the desktop and show you a program, but apparently I'm not going to do that. Yeah, on OBS I could have done something like that, but not on Streamlabs. Okay, cool. Yeah, I thought that every time that the mob boat has happened, The community has gotten it wrong. Hashtag sorry, not sorry, right? I think they got it wrong every single time. The only one that I thought was that they might have gotten right was the last one. I'm trying to think what the mob was, but I remember them thinking it was the right one. Like the ally was the wrong one. The Phantom was the wrong one. Like I'm glad they got rid of the mob vote because the community gets it wrong so much. Oh, we're out of netherrack. Oh, rip. We gotta go get some more. We should have filled up between doing that one over there and doing this one. That's my bad. I wonder if my farm is gonna be interfering with the wall. Hopefully not, right? Hopefully I measured it out correctly. Hopefully. I don't mind the glow squid. It's more of a just a meh. Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest that I'm kind of glad they got rid of the mob boat. So. Like the armadillo, I'm just like meh. I mean, the dog armor's cool, but I don't usually have a dog, so I don't really care about it. The sniffer. Oh god, that was such a fail. The sniffer. That is such a fail. That is the one of the worst ones. Sniffer. The sniffer is awful. I remember when people were picking it and they were like, "Oh, it's going to add all this lore to Minecraft," and I'm like, "It's not. It won't." I'm like, "Bet fam," and it didn't. Okay, that should be enough to finish what we're doing. Then we'll come down here and we'll switch gears and we'll get all of this stuff, all of the endstone and things that we need, stuff and things. But yeah, the sniffer was one of the biggest mob boat fails of all time. I really liked that one that was like an alligator that hung out in the swamps that like took all the enchantments off your gear, which they ultimately end up adding anyways as the grindstone. I like the mob mechanics more than I do the actual mobs, and I just didn't think there was this that the sniffer really did anything. There was this one. It was called the Moo Bloom, and it could go around planting plants like flowers and stuff. And I thought that was really cool. Like they've had some cool mobs in the past, and I wish they would bring some of those back. Welcome back. Oh, that's her cam account. Callie's making a video. Shh! Don't tell anybody. Yeah, there have been some really cool mobs in the mob boat that we took a swing and a miss on, like the copper golem. That's the biggest one, right? That's the one I wanted more than anything. And I hate redstone. And I thought, man, this thing would be so cool for map makers. The server is a fail just because the torch plant does not. 100%. They could have turned that around by making the torch flower produce light like a torch, and it would have changed my opinion of the whole thing. 100% agree with that. Yeah, 100%. Like I should be able to use like a bucket on the pitcher plant and get water from it. Like they could have added functionality to that thing. and they didn't. Like, I've never even used one. I've seen them. I've gone to other people's bases where they have them in a pen or whatever. I've never even used one. It's kind of like the Strider to me. It's like meh. I mean, that's cool and all, but I don't. I'm not using a Strider. Yeah, the Copper Golem was a huge, huge missed opportunity for map makers. And I get that a couple of people thought that, like big YouTubers that, do technical stuff and things on Java, thought that the Flying Hopper was a good one. But I knew it wasn't going to be good on Bedrock. I just knew it wasn't. And I was right. No one ever uses it. It's rarely used on Bedrock. A couple of people use them, but me. Oh, I was like, why can't I put it on the other side of that check border? I was like, that was weird, but then I was out of block, so I guess that makes sense. Did we pick Striders or were they given to us? I think they were just given to us. I don't think anybody picked a Strider. I think it's just one of those that were just added. But it's kind of one of those mobs that like nobody cares about, like polar bears. When you see them, you avoid them. They're not really good for anything. It's just another mob to take up space. No, we got the frog from the biome vote because they redid swamps. I don't remember if the fox was a biome vote, I think. Also. I mean, I would be okay with them adding phantoms to the end, but I should get a what's that thing they have for the nether where you can like save your waypoint and stuff. I should have a block that I can click on to like reset my insomnia. It doesn't have to be a bed; it could be some kind of lodestone or whatever. But there should be a way to reset my insomnia. A lot of times when I'm playing in the end, right? So I'll be, I never sleep in the end, obviously. But like if I die and I end up in the overworld, man, phantoms just come out of everywhere. I like frog lights. Frogs are okay. Polar bears have had some of the biggest bugs. They could kill you through walls. Yeah, polar bears have not been great. Also, their aggression is just, oh, is there a baby anywhere within like 32 blocks or whatever the distance is? I don't remember the distance, but the like they're aggressive for just pretty much random reasons. I like the frog lights. I'm not gonna lie, but that was part of the biome vote because the swamps won because of the boats. Which, granted, I think the chest boat was a good idea. The biome boats have been more successful than the mob boats, in my opinion. I think the first mob boat was the Phantom, that alligator thing, and that big giant blaze thing, right? And I thought that's the one that where we should have voted the alligator. So it's like a big giant alligator that hides underground in the swamps. And if you get too close, he bites you and takes all the enchantments off your armor. Respawn anchor. That's what I'm thinking of. What's a lodestone? Yeah, Fox and Campfire came together as part of the Taiga update, right? When they overhauled the Taiga. Yeah, but a lot of people just use them as hauling stuff, like up and down like ice boat roads and stuff. In Overworld, it's not practical at all. I agree, but man, if you have an ice boat road, they are so good. You can cram that thing full of shulkers. You can move a lot of stuff pretty quickly. It's not useful early game. I agree, but when you have shulkers and ice boat roads, you can move a lot of stuff. Think of it like a donkey, right? So like a donkey is not all that useful either. Is this? Yeah, this is the highest one. Okay, but if you had a bunch of shulkers in your donkey, well, that'd be different. The swamp plus the boat? I don't think so because of the boats. I think it won. I'd have to go look. I want to be honest. A lot of those are such fails that they all just kind of blend together. Especially the way they handled the Caves and Cliffs update. It took like 12 updates or however many it was. It was like four-parter over like 2 years. Put a compass to it so that the compass points to the lodestone at your base instead of pointing to world spawn. Oh, nice. Okay. That sounds right. I'm going to assume that that is correct. But yeah, respawn anchor. That's what I'm thinking of. You are correct. Yeah, there were a bunch of biome boats. I just forget what they were. There was one that I thought was kind of interesting, even though I disliked the Savannah. Because they were going to add like ant hills or something. I thought that was kind of interesting. Remember when they redid the swamp and they said they were going to add fireflies and then they never did? Good times. Okay. That is going to have to be good enough, right? Okay, let's see. What do we got here? A little bit of that, a little bit of that, right? Is this end zone? It is. Okay, let's go build those. Upper sections. I don't think we need that thing on. Right now. Oh, the update with the camel, man. Like it was like hanging signs and bookshelf. It was just like random stuff. They were just like, I don't even remember what they called that. They called it something, but it was just like random stuff. Like I don't mean to criticize them, but that was the most weird random update. I don't remember. Right, that was just such a weird update. They were just like, nah, we're just gonna try everything. We didn't remember they were the PR department promised us all those like the the fancy birch biome and stuff. They didn't do that either. I don't know. I don't know. Their updates have been, I don't know. They've been on the weird side for a while. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? It was the wild update. Yeah, the wild update. yeah, they're wilding out for sure. For sure, they've been wilding out. We didn't bring our water buckets. That's fine. Let's see. You never say never. Birch maybe something. It was like in this shelf fungus in the picture. The pictures look great. The problem is that like they were made by the PR department and not by any actual devs. It was the super duper graphics pack all over again, right? So somebody in marketing and PR and stuff made these things up and then didn't check with the devs first. And the devs were like, we can't do that. We don't know what you're talking about. Sometimes the Minecraft hype train is a little too happy. They certain departments get ahead of the other actual departments. I do have a little bit of hope for the deferred rendering stuff, even though most of it just looks like weird fog. Maybe they will support it. I'm kind of waiting on a first party Mojang pack, right? So like a vanilla deferred rendering pack to come out before I really believe that any of that's real. No, hypey. Like they get too hyped up. Because like with the I've been burned too many times with like shaders coming from Minecraft, right? So like they're like, oh, well, one, we had shaders for a long time, and they were just kind of like and they were cool, but they weren't very good. And then like they killed them in favor of all the RTX stuff, but let's just be honest, Mojang didn't really ever support that. That was kind of pushed by like Nvidia, and then when Nvidia quit messing with it, then Mojang quit messing with it, and it just kind of withered. There was never a pack made by Mojang. All the packs on the marketplace were made by Nvidia, and Nvidia paid different studios to make them. So like there never was a first party vanilla RTX pack. And the RTX stuff is cool, but if it's not actively being supported by Mojang, they can't expect the community to carry it. The community did like a fantastic job of continuing it. I mean, I saw an update not too long ago of the better RTX stuff. And so like the community is still driving that forward, but Mojang just doesn't support it. They don't fix the bugs. They don't have any first party packs. They don't, so like, in my opinion, RTX is dead. No, Nvidia backed the truck up, threw a bag of money at them, and because Nvidia wanted to add Minecraft as a ray tracing game, right? Because like that's what Nvidia was doing with a lot of games. They would just pay the devs to add ray tracing to their game so that Nvidia could, put it on their website of, oh, we have 200 games that support ray tracing. And yeah, Mojang took that money. Good on them. I'd take it too. But they never really did support it though. Is the problem. Yeah, all those packs in the marketplace that are free to download are all made by Nvidia, or they're actually made by different studios, but Nvidia paid for them. Yeah. Also, the fact is that you really had, I mean, you had to have a 2060 or above, but I mean, really, you had to have a 30 series card. And so, like, that excludes all the console players, all the mobile players, all the low end PC players. And Nvidia was just trying to push graphics cards, which is fine. I mean, that's their job, I guess. But like Mojang never really was going to support it. I don't. I think from the jump that it was just a marketing gimmick by Nvidia. And like I said, the community did fantastic. I mean, if you've ever played around with like better RTX and stuff, where like it like fixes a lot of the bugs and things, and like some of the packs that I've used look fantastic. But without first party support, it's kind of meh. So maybe the deferred rendering will be good. I don't know. I've played around with it a little bit, but I really would like to see a first party Mojang pack. That would make me feel a lot better about it. Yeah, that's let's see, one, two, so one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Does that look like the center? That looks like the center to me. Man, I hate scaffolding. I think we're gonna have to go make some more scaffolding. There's no way we have enough to do 3, right? Sometimes it places perfectly, and sometimes it places randomly. Yeah, it kind of is wrong. I mean, because like if you bought, let's say you bought an Nvidia, let's say you upgraded your Nvidia graphics card because you thought, oh man, I need to get a new graphics card for Minecraft. These cool new shaders, and you spent, and at the time, remember this is during the GPU shortage, so some of these graphics cards that normally would be, $300 to $500 are going for $1,500. This is why I hate scaffolding right here. If this was any other block, you could just go to town. Just nope, not scaffolding. You have to push the button each time. Sorry, I'm not reading chat as much and not talking as much. So I'm trying to concentrate. I hate placing scaffolding. It doesn't place very well. At least not for me, anyways. It's a skill issue, probably. It probably is just me. Well, I thought this would be at least enough for 2. We are 100% going to have to go make more scaffolding. I don't know if we're going to finish this tonight. Maybe, hopefully, right? I get as much done as I can, but don't know how much longer I got in me. We're at 2.5 hours. I don't know. My eyes are just a little tired today. I think it's all the looking at OBS and Streamlabs and all that stuff that I did earlier. Just I only get so many hours of looking at screen time where my eyes are wiped out. So there's like not like a happy medium, right? So like if I do it like that, then it doesn't place right. But if I go so slow, it will stack them up super high. I don't know what the alternative is, like the happy medium. Okay, let's see. Put that there like that. We'll do it on the other end. There's that like that. Let's see what else. We will put this like this so that when we come back with the water, it's easier to place. Then I think this one is done. It just needs water put in it. Man, there might be a part 3. Who knew, right? Because we still have to set all these on fire, add the water. We have to build those other two. Man, I'm sadly like, I think at 10 o'clock we're going to call this one. So let's get one more done, and then maybe we can finish this up tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a little bit of off-camera building, right? Maybe I'll finish the rest of those platforms. So, I don't know. We'll see. Do I have any more bamboo? I do not. Let's see about going to the bamboo farm. I don't know what kind of bamboo we have currently. So maybe tomorrow we'll be back on OBS where we have a little fancier things. I don't know. It's not that it's fancier on OBS versus Streamlabs, right? It's that I have fancier controls on my side that I can hit the Stream Deck and stuff with. I do like this overlay though. I really do. I like the transitions. I like all the things. And I did create a vertical version of it. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do with that. Stepping things. Maybe there will be a YouTube vertical stream, and maybe even I'll stream to TikTok. You never know. Assuming that it doesn't get banned, even though I think they probably should. I do think that using Streamlabs though will give me a TikTok stream. What do you call it? Stream key. So I don't have to like get like 100 or 1,000 or whatever the thing is on TikTok before you can stream there. I do think by using Streamlabs I can get a TikTok key. That might not be correct though, so don't give me the line. Well, it didn't get banned before. It got that was TikTok did that. TikTok shut that down on purpose. The ban was to go into effect Sunday night at midnight. But Joe Biden said that he would allow Donald Trump, the next president, to come in to enforce that. Now, when a law is passed by the legislation, it's supposed to be enforced by the executive branch, which is the president, right? The president is in charge of the FBI, the CIA, the DOJ, that kind of thing, right? All the alphabet people. And so, like, him coming in, he's supposed to enforce it, but apparently he's not going to enforce it. The law is actually still on the books. So technically, it is still a law. They're just not going to enforce it. I don't know. It's still not available on like my iPhone, so I don't know if it's just the service is still up, but like you can't if you're a new user. And the thing is, I already have a TikTok account. I was able to access it via browser on my PC, but like I said, you if you go and you're like my on my iPhone, you can't download the app. So who knows? There's so much misinformation about what's going on, and even the company itself is not being really honest about what's going on. So it's hard to know for sure exactly what's going on. I think that might be where we call it. I might just AFK this bamboo farm because I don't have. Oh, that has netherrack in it. That has netherrack in it. It would be nice if the company would just actually say what the truth. What's up, Shady? Shady, you're just here in time to see the end of the stream, buddy. I'm getting kind of tired. I'm kind of out of materials. Apparently, I'm a bad streamer. I didn't adequately prepare. Maybe I'll check and see if people on this server have bamboo. I lost one of the shulkers of bamboo, though, is the problem. So yeah, maybe I'll use my TikTok account. I made a TikTok account when they were giving away free capes, right? Let me see my cape. I have a cape. I will say that the cape is oh, nice. Not you can't even see it at all. The cape is pretty dope though. I'm just saying. What'd that say? Yeah, nice. We'll see if I can even see it in game. Right? No, you can't see it. Anyways, but the cape is pretty cool looking, which is why I made an account. But I do have a TikTok account on my PC. I know, right? It was like 12 degrees today. It was ridiculous. Yeah, it was ridiculously cold here. Now I know that like people in Canada are going to go, 12 is not cold. Yeah, the toothpaste cape. The what was I going to say? Okay, yeah. The it has been ridiculously cold here this week. I know 12 is not cold. People in Canada will be like, "Oh, it's minus 2,000 or whatever thing that they say." It's not a competition, right? It also doesn't get 110, which it does here. So going from like 110 during the summer to like 12 degrees is a big deal. Yeah, Dallas 35. Dallas is always warmer than it is out in the rural areas, which is where I am, because of what they call the heat island effect. And so, like when you see storms come in from through Dallas, right? They do this thing where they like split and go around it because the heat of all that concrete just burns the storm up. So like you can, it's like it makes this weird empty space in the storm, and then it joins back together and continues on. It's a really bizarre deal because concrete just holds that heat in so good. It just burns the storms up. And Dallas is concrete, man. It is very few wooded areas. It is so much concrete. Let's see. Let's grab us a little bit of this. Yeah, we don't have any. Ooh, well, there's a little bit of scaffolding there. We'll take that. That's wool. iron. Yeah, that's what I thought. That is netherrack. Oh, that's netherrack. Okay, let's go do as much as we can do, and then we'll call it. I don't think we're gonna need those shulker boxes. Oh, it has netherrack in it. We certainly don't need that. Okay, let's do that one. Because I'm afraid it. No, we're fine. Okay, we can build this one. I was going to say, I'm afraid this one is going to interfere with the wall. Yeah, it is. It is like this is about as cold as it gets here. Luckily, it's remained pretty dry, so we haven't had any ice or snow or anything. We've gotten lucky on that. I think it might be supposed to rain later in the week, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully, it doesn't snow or do any of that stuff because we're just not prepared for it. But yeah, it has been pretty cold. I've been staying in the house. Yeah, maybe down there. Not up. I live outside of Dallas, so I don't live that far south. That's the thing. Like it can do terrible things in one part of the state and be fine everywhere else because Texas is so big. It's so big. Like it's a big boy like that. I'm in Denton. Yeah, that's north of Dallas. That's you're practically in Oklahoma. Oh, I went too far. Yeah, Denton is way up there. I was walking to Stripes an hour ago, and I felt like I needed two shirts and a hoodie and two pants. We don't even have Stripes here. I mean, I've seen them. I want to say I saw one in Atlanta, maybe. Yeah, we don't have those in Texas. That's a like a drugstore, right? Like a Walgreens or a CBS or something, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I've never. It's been a long time since I've seen one, and I think the only place I ever saw one was Atlanta. I might be misremembering it as something else. So we have them in South Texas. Okay, yeah. I've never seen one anywhere around Dallas or anywhere. Man, Bucky's is great. If you need to go to Walmart, but you really just need to get gas, then Bucky's is the place for you. Bucky's is a gas station. For people that aren't familiar with what Bucky's is, you should go look it up on YouTube later after this. But it's a gas station that cosplays as a Walmart. Do you need gas? They got that. They got about 80 pumps. Do you need clothes? Because they can sell you a whole outfit. Or food, or do you need to take a nap or a shower? Then they got you. Yeah, pretty much it's Costco. It's Costco if Costco was a gas station. I mean, some of those Bucky's have like 200 gas pumps. Isn't that crazy? The only reason that we usually stop there is because the gas is usually cheaper. Yeah, Target and a gas station got married. Exactly right. I will say the food at Bucky's is pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of things there. So it's like, are you traveling? Did you forget anything on your trip? Okay, cool, because we got that. It is what Bucky's is. Oh, that weird thing that you never thought would be in a gas station? Cool, but we got one of those though too. So that's Bucky's. Also, do you like beavers? Because everything here has a beaver logo on it. Yeah, Bucky's has everything, whatever you want. It's like, oh, did you forget your slippers and robe? Cool, but we got those. Now everything. Oh, do you need firewood? Because we got that too. If you're traveling, they and you need it, they got it. Yeah, of course. Try beaver nuggets, obviously. But yeah, everything has a beaver logo on it. That's their mascot or whatever. But yeah, they have everything. That's kind of a southern U.S. thing though, because like I don't think they have those up north, but you see them all through like Texas and Louisiana and Alabama and Georgia and stuff like that. They're all throughout the South. They might even have them in Florida, but I don't. I try not to go to Florida if I can help it. I live in perpetual fear of Florida man getting me, so I avoid Florida. If you're from Europe and you're not aware of Florida man, y'all have a similar thing, and it's called Germany. There's a funny game that goes where you read like some crazy wild headline, and then you play a game Florida or Germany because that wild stuff happened in Germany too. I remember a time when we didn't have In and Out Burger in Texas. I remember when the first one started coming to Texas. It's weird how these like huge mega stores will just slowly creep across the country. Oh, we're out. We're out. We're not even going to get to finish this one. Oh, we have those bricks though. We can go make those. That's not a problem. Yeah, we have Instone. That's not a problem at all. We might have to go back to the base and get it, but we have Instone. But we run out of scaffolding. That's going to be the end of the stream because y'all don't want to watch me AFK the farm. It's harder than you think, Dara, because Germany and Florida do wild stuff. They are wild places where the citizens are unruly. Ask any German that you know that you trust their opinion, and they will tell you. They will be like, "No, don't." You got to watch out for those Germans. Okay, we don't need this. We don't need that. We don't need that. I think it's because Florida people and German people just party harder than everybody else. 100%. That's an actual thing. That is 100% a thing. Florida is this wild tropical country that somehow belongs in the United States. Its temperature and biome isn't like other states. It's borderline jungle swamp area. I mean, it doesn't have the same climate like other states have. It's like if they took the Amazon and made it a state. Like it's well known that in Florida, if you can't see the bottom of some water, there's an alligator in there. Like that's just part of their life. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That looks like the middle to me, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. Let's see. Oh, we have those like on the eastern part of Texas, right where it borders Louisiana. Now, Louisiana is full of swamp people, right? But we have a few of those Cajuns here in Texas, and like I'm not sure they speak English. I don't know what that is. It's like Creole or something is what they speak. Is what it's called. It is. Have you ever seen The Water Boy? It's like that, where that one guy nobody can understand what he says. That's how they sound in real life. We have some of those Creoles here in Texas because we butt up against Louisiana, and in the eastern part of Texas it gets super swampy. See, Texas is so big; it goes from like swamps in the east to like ocean areas in the south to like really kind of hilly mountain areas also in the south. And then like as you get out west, it gives like total desert and like everything in between. Yeah, Creole. That is yeah. I was pretty sure I was right about that. Like I've met quite a few of those people, and like you're like, what are you saying? Like you'd be like, oh, yeah, like that. It sounds like a weird version of French or something. It's like I mean, and like they're speaking like a weird version of English, but it's just like, bruh, no, no one understands what you're saying. Like for people outside of the U.S., it's the U.S. is like this weird homogenized version of a bunch of different countries playing pretending that it's one. Yeah, so after we run out of scaffolding, when we run out of scaffolding, we're gonna end the stream. Hopefully, I'll have some scaffolding by tomorrow. I'm gonna see if anybody on the server has any, and if they don't, I will devise a method of getting some. I'll probably just AFK the farm I already have, and then hopefully we can finish this tomorrow. I will also probably work a little bit on my OBS, and yeah, maybe we'll be back here on Streamlabs. Maybe we'll be on a brand new OBS setup tomorrow. We'll see. I'm gonna look into that Stream Elements plugin where you can multi-stream. Because I want to stream on Twitch, but I also want to stream on YouTube, and it wouldn't hurt to stream to verticals stuff on YouTube also. So yeah, I think it's in. I think that Stream Elements plugin is in beta, so we'll give it a try. We'll see how it works. But one of my plugins isn't cooperating, so. But using OBS versus Streamlabs OBS gives me a lot more options. I can use two PC setup. I can use Stream Deck a little more effectively. I can do stuff and things. I really should diagram how this thing's set up one of these days, but I really do like the overlay that I got from Streamlabs. Right? Because it's very much in themed. It's not in beta anymore. Oh, did it come out of beta? Okay, I was just reading about it earlier, so I probably was reading something that was old. I don't know that much about it. Like I said, I only found out about it a few hours ago from Callie, so I was trying to read a little bit before the stream. But yeah, I had to start over with OBS because one of my plugins was not updating correctly or something.
I feel like you just Googled that, Dara. It's a combo of Spanish, French, and some Native American tribes and African tribes all mixed up. Yet different from I don't know how you say that. Patois probably is spoken on some of the Caribbean islands. It's probably patois. It's probably like French. That does sound like a Google's answer, though. I think AI is ruining Google. Like when you search something, it gives like, let's say you go and you go, how do I do blah 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 in whatever program, right? Well, like the AI answer that it gives you at the first is always wrong. It doesn't know anything about anything. I think AI is ruining the internet. I wish there was a way to just turn off all AI. Like AI shouldn't be able to contact me, right? That should be a law. Like I should be able to opt out. I should be able to get a restraining order against AI. Like just give me the web results. Like I don't want to know what AI's opinion on it is. It's wrong every time. Yeah. And the French are from when the English kicked the Acadians out of the Atlantic provinces. They became Cajuns. You think it's on purpose? I think it's out of laziness and cheapness. I don't think it's on purpose. Never, never credit something as malice when it can be chalked up to stupidity and laziness. I think it's more that this Google knows that if you have to scroll, okay, like let's say you're searching for something, right? 99.9% of people are never going to click on anything other than whatever's on the front page. Google knows that. If you have to hit that second page, you are really looking for something. But like Google knows that. And so like they're just going to give you whatever the fastest thing is that will make you click on it. And they're going to hope it's one of their web pages. Something that they sell ads on. Yeah, the AI answers are always awful. Yeah, I just want whatever the actual search results are. That's all I want. And I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to get away from the AI. The wildest thing to me is that like when I see like Minecraft players like going, "Oh, I use this AI to, there's like a AI bot that you can play on Java that plays Java for you." I'm like, "You are making an AI play video games." Like the one fun thing left is you have figured out how to make it be played by AI. I'm like, shame on you.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Dira. It's rarely going to be there if you're looking for something very specific, unless Google sells ads on that page, right? So like if there's a website or an app or whatever, and Google doesn't profit from that, Google is going to put everything that it profits from before what you're looking for. Yeah, that is 100% an actual thing that actually happens. Because they're going to sell them ads. Man, we do not have enough for another one, so it is. Yeah, it's like 10:22. That's not bad. We've been streaming for a little over 3 hours. I am probably going to call it here and be done for tonight. I'm going to figure out how to get some bamboo for tomorrow. Maybe I'll go play around with that Stream Elements. So you may see me go live tonight, but if you do, it will only be a test. So don't be expecting to see nothing. But yeah, that's where we are with this. So we're pretty close. We should be able to finish it tomorrow night. We just have that one more platform to build and then put water and fire in. And then Bob's your uncle. But yeah, that's we're gonna finish it up for tonight. I hope I didn't. Let's see. Man, I hope I wasn't ignoring Twitch chat. I think they both show up in multi-stream, right? There's a lot of YouTube chat in here. Let's pretend I wasn't. Okay. If I was ignoring you in Twitch chat, my bad. I will figure that out for tomorrow. All right. I guess that's it for me tonight. Let's hit the end screen.